Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and we're here with another episode of Armstrong the Mighty, staring at my shins, here in Pokemon Violet. If you are excited for a bunch more schoolwork, but a little bit of field work as well, make sure to smack down that like button down below. If you want to follow along with future episodes, feel free to do so by clicking that link in the description to the full Pokemon Violet playlist. And you can always join as a channel member or subscribe as well, and hit the bell button to get notifications when new videos are coming your way. But I guess that's it for now. Armstrong, come back for now, buddy. We're going to go inside the school. Since our last stream / plot advancement session was adding Tatsugiri to our team, today's going to be more of an educational school day kind of thing. I'm going to start off with a couple of classes in here in the UVA Academy, but I do have to do a little bit of a recap, because although the plot had not advanced so much over the past few days, we did do a bunch of the special event raids, the Delibird Terror raids that were happening over the Christmas vacation weekend. And as a result of that, you'll see our good old Tatsugiri Armstrong at level 54 currently has 1 injury. So I was invited to a level 5 raid. I thought, shouldn't be too bad. I'm sure, you know, the person inviting me was certain that we'd be fine. Not sure they understood I was doing a Nuzlocke kind of thing, though. So, I mean, I don't want to make the same mistake I've made so much this playthrough. I don't want to just say, he's got a total of 5 remaining knockouts. I can just let him drop here and there. What's a big deal? Big deal can pile up pretty quickly, as I've learned from my 4 Pokemon currently in the healing chamber. Anyways, one knockout with 1 held item, the leftovers to heal back HP every turn. A jolly-natured Pokemon Armstrong is with the Gourmet mark. He has Dragon Pulse, Water Pulse, Icy Wind, and Substitute, and his ability is Commander, which has nothing to do with his playthrough in this. It really only works if he's in a double battle with a Dondozo, which we don't have. Anyway, next up is our oldest Pokemon with 5 injuries. Remember, 1 more injury, he's gone for good. So we gotta be careful. Our Quaquaval Skydive at level 57, holding that muscle band to improve all his physical attacks. He has the partner mark. He could be the once well-trained, he could be the great friend, he could be the reliable partner, or the gourmet. So he's going to be the reliable partner still. He is a quiet-natured Pokemon. He's got the Torrent ability and the moves being Aqua Step, Brick Break, Aerial Ace, and Protect. As I say, not too much fighting going to be happening today. Let's just check our school directory and see if we have anybody to talk to. That's a big no. So let's go and let's creep up and get one of our classes underway. This will be exciting. Alright, what class do we need to take? Gotta take Battle Studies, level 6. We might get all these level 6s done today, and then all that's left is the final exams for everything. Nice, eh? I don't know if I'm ready for those, but we'll try. Okay, Battle Studies level 6 with Miss Dendra up in the... I'm assuming we're up in the schoolyard again. Don't be tardy. What time of day is it right now in this game? Day or night? We usually seem to be taking our classes at night. I'm curious. Because I think it's like the day-night cycle goes through an entire hour. I can't tell if this is night or not. There's too many lights. Osu! This is our last class, but don't let those energy levels drop before we wrap things up! You've shown that you can more than enough... Wait. You've shown that you have more than enough knowledge to be super strong battlers. I don't know that I have much left to teach you. But we can always aim for ever greater heights. So today, I'm going to teach you about the rules of link battles. You need to use your Master Sword. Hylian Shield is useful in a link battle, of course. When 2 trainers participate in link battles together, they can engage in either single battles or double battles with each other. And if you're playing in a group of 4, you can all battle each other in multi-battles. Do they still have the Battle Royal rules, or is it just a team of 2 versus team of 2? Now, when you're out having battles during your independent study, you can use whatever number of Pokemon you like, and they can be any level. But in link battles, there are special rules to keep in mind. Excuse me. Some of these special rules involve adjusting Pokemon's levels. Now, the No Restrictions rule lets all Pokemon stay at their current level. It lets trainers use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same held item, too. But if you choose one of the normal rules, all Pokemon will be set to level 50 for your battles, regardless of what level they actually are, so either increase up to 50 or decrease down to 50. This even includes lower level Pokemon. You'll get a power boost to participate. Normal rules let you use multiples of the same Pokemon species and of the same held items too. I think flat rules is what prevents multiples. The great part about this rule set is that it lets any of your Pokemon participate. All they have to do is learn some good moves. That's not even true. You can bring a Magikarp. Can't you? Lastly, the rule set called Flat Rules mostly affects Pokemon over level 50. Such Pokemon will be set down to level 50 for the duration of the battle. The Flat Rules rule set is the one that is often used for tournaments. Can't read, by the way. This rule set does not allow trainers to use multiple Pokemon of the same species or multiples of the same held item. You know what? I'm used to doing, I guess, normal rules, but I still don't do the multiple Pokemon, multiple items thing. I like limiting myself to one of each kind of thing, you know? Alright, here's a question for you. Which rule set should you pick if you want to use a lower level Pokemon and keep its level low? That would be the flat rules, right? Or wait. It would be flat or no restrictions, wouldn't it? Okay, so you'll give me two choices. Flat rules it is. But still, I think no restrictions would keep them at the level they're at, right? That's the one, new kid. Looks like you were listening to the lesson. If you got some clever strategy that you need to use a level 5 Pokemon for, your best bet is to choose the flat rule set. Of course, you can also choose no restrictions if you want to battle with any Pokemon you want, at any level, and with any held item. That's a pretty good rule set for when you want to battle freely with friends. I like it, we're learning. In conclusion, normal rules adjust all Pokemon to level 50. Flat rules let you use lower level Pokemon at their actual levels. But it also says flat rules does push everything above 50 down to 50. I hope you'll use these tips to have some exciting battles with your friends. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we're truly out of time. Next class will be our final exam. Aim for a perfect score. Osu Osu. Alright, now we know the rules of online battling. Let's all jump into some battles. By the way, I never say it, never think to say it, but during any of these live streams while I'm recording, content, you guys are more than welcome to set up trade requests in the chat. You can, if you're doing any Terra raid battles, you can put your raid codes in there as well. Just have fun playing the game while watching me do it. Unless you just want to sit and watch what I'm doing. That's where, that's totally fine as well. I just don't want to be too boring for you. That's my main concern when doing these videos. Especially since we're here taking an art class. I'm not sure how interesting some people find art. I like it with Mr. Hassel. So let's see what this session is all about. I might even get to do one of our final exams today. Maybe that's what I should aim for. Maybe starting today, do one final exam. That'll get us done in a week, right? There's 7 classes. Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. I didn't even notice Jigglypuff back there. My, how time flies, as they say. Indeed, our time together has certainly flown by. It's hard to believe that this is our last class. Now, our topics for today may feel somewhat unrelated to art. In what way, sir? Hey, Penny's in here. See Penny? But there's absolutely no set definition as to what art should be. Therefore, let us carry on with the discussion and see where it takes us. Anything could be art. Everything has as long as you can create something unique in any means, that's art. That's you expressing your thoughts and feelings, There are 2 things. Oh, this is all for me. These are 2 things I want to focus on today. Ribbons and marks. I love these things. Both ribbons and marks are special honors that capture a Pokemon's qualities. There will be times when your Pokemon gives maximum effort or has a noteworthy experience. In recognition of its feats and accomplishments, it can be given a ribbon. To give an example, if you manage to become incredibly close to a Pokemon, it may be granted the Best Friends ribbon. Skydive has that right now, actually. Incidentally, there is a person in Cascarafavra who can give your Pokemon a Best Friends ribbon. Marks, on the other hand, are mostly found on wild Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. They can symbolize the character of a Pokemon, such as the Rowdy mark or the Vigor mark. It's completely up to luck whether you'll run into a Pokemon with these marks. Now he might go into this, but there's a meal power called Tidal Power which makes it more likely for you to find wild Pokemon with these marks. So if you're able to catch a Pokemon with a mark, rejoice at your outstanding fortune. Does anyone know what special thing you can do with ribbons, or sorry, with Pokemon that have ribbons or marks? You can confer upon them a special title. Right there, change their title. Wonderful, Chaz! Your knowledge is impressive! I've been collecting ribbons since before you were programmed, my friend. Of course, we couldn't do titles until the last generation, but still. The correct answer is that Pokemon with ribbons or marks can be given titles. What's more, they can be sent into battle displaying a title of your choosing. Like Shelbert the Living Legend, as we all know about from the Discord channel. For example, you could send out a Gibble with a best friend's ribbon by declaring, "Go, Gibble the Great Friend!" What's this? This guy's all about Gibble, isn't he? He's going to be a Dragon-type trainer in the Elite Four, right? Okay, I'm picking up on that now. And while I know I just said that marks are generally found already on Pokemon when you meet them for the first time, it seems that more recently, Pokemon can be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. These are marks such as the Gourmand mark, the Item Finder mark. I've heard that's glitched, by the way. We'll talk about that in a second. But the Partner mark, and so on. Perhaps it might be fun to try to work out how to get each mark using its name as a clue. Well, I already know about 2 of them. Well, that just about wraps up our last class. Next is the final exam. Please review our materials closely so that you can pass on your first try. Alright, that's going to wrap up our first 2 classes of the day. And as I say, we've got some field work to get underway. So as soon as we're done loading our screen, let's get on that right now. Now, as I said, we're going to tackle hunting down some of these mysterious stakes or poles or whatever in the wild. We're really near around Casseroya Lake. But there's a couple other things I do have to pick up. And that is basically taking a look at Pokemon in the Pokédex, or ones that I haven't actually seen just yet. So, I know one of them is near Electric Pokemon. Can we see where it is? I just want to see where it can appear at. It wouldn't be here. Do you know which one I'm looking for, by the way? It's a little white electric type Pokemon that you may be somewhat familiar with. I don't know exactly where it appears in the Pokédex, though. But it's somewhere around here. Wouldn't be you, would it? No. Drifloon and Drifblim, they're not in my copy of the game. But I do have a Drifblim I'm going to upload eventually. So I'll have that soon enough, once the connectivity happens with Pokemon Home. I believe you... Nope. I believe you might be the one? Yeah, there you are. Okay, sometimes it's up in trees. I'm walking right out of town. I'm not gonna walk. I'm gonna take my Miraidon and head off just south of Messagoza. See how far we can glide with it. Guiding Shell says I fought against the director himself. Me? I don't think so. Not that I know of. Do you actually fight the director in this? Is that a spoiler? Yeah, we're looking for Pachirisu. And Luciano cannot wait for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. I know, like, that's going to be cool. And then the connectivity is going to be cool with Home. There's a lot coming for this game. And another thing to watch out for is the next big event going on in the game is going to be New Year's Eve. Or actually, the day before New Year's Eve is going to be Cinderace in level 7 Mighty Raids. Okay, we want to find Pachirisu. So let's take a look and see if we can find it. But I won't be able to post anything for that because I sadly am not at the level to see the level 7 raids. It's not until at least post-game that you get to do that. But I might... Well, I'll probably mention it when it's going on. Hi, Pichu. And just to let people know, if you guys want to, set up link codes in the chat for some of these raids, you're more than welcome to do so while I play catch-up in my far behind playthrough. Okay, we don't need Combee. I'd like an electric type. I would consider using a meal power, but then I've got to find 2 other Pokemon just to see their ingredients. And I kind of don't want to override their chance of appearing by replacing them with electric type appearances, But they... trying to think where I've guaranteed seen one quite regularly. I do know they can appear here, these Pachirisu, though. Whereabouts might you be? I just need to see one of yous, and then I'll run away. I'll leave yous alone. There's one right there. Get back here. Yes! Okay, I just gotta see it. Excuse me. It'd be cool if the National Pokedex does make a return, Luciano. I mean, they've said, back with Sword and Shield, though, going forward, they're not going to be doing that, but I hope they do change their mind, because I just miss having all of my Pokemon in one region. I would like them to return. Okay, I'm looking now for Gothita. I've never seen a Gothita yet. I've seen Gothorita. What I could even do, if I knock out a Gothorita, at least it'll show me the item that they drop for the TMs. But if I can not knock out a poor innocent Pokemon, I'd rather do that. I'm not a beast, I don't think. I try not to be. You could call me Mister, but I ain't no beast. Where's Gothita? Near town. Okay, you know what I want to do, too? I don't know if we'll have time, but in my travels off-screen when I'm going from raid to raid, I've actually made it to this town here, Zapapico, but I've never actually spoken to anybody in here. Dazzling Shell has, I have yet to find Slackoth, which is rarer than its evolutions. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I've heard that they mostly appear in trees. Because I've looked that up, too. I've seen Vigoroth everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but I've seen Vigoroth commonly, let's say. And, I've never seen a Slackoth. But having defeated a Vigoroth before, I have its ingredient unlocked for research or TM purposes. But I believe... Hey! There's our little Gothy. Hello. You're not shiny, are you? Are you shiny? Of course not. But I don't care. We don't need no shiny. We just need to see him. I think they say Slackoth up here in the first area. Like, let me take a look at my Pokedex. I gotta hit the wrong button again, of course. That's just how I do stuff. Which number is Vigoroth? You are 79. So scroll to number 78. I'll see where they appear. So it says here, I guess they appeared down around the rocky area on the way to Artisan. So, and it says they right there, spends its time up in trees, rarely seen. So you might want to use a normal encounter meal to make them appear more often. Then just start ramming into trees, get them to drop down. That might be the way to do it. Oh, it's raining now. Okay, so this actually leads well into what we're going to do today. I have... No, don't zoom out all the way. I have a Pokemon to find up around here. So we're going to go to Casaroya Lake Inlet, and we're going to start our hunt for these green stakes. Okay, so first things first. There is one directly over this way. Watch out for the Goomies. I've already found one green stake, just so you know, and I'll show you where that is at, or where it was at. Excuse me. But here's our second one, technically. Black stake driven into the ground. Let's yoink it out. Yes. Bear in mind, I'm not going to open that shrine today. Terrifying. I'm not ready for level 60s, especially with my Pokemon so injured. Okay, so that's one of the 7 we'll see today. I gotta get my own little map out here. Okay, where are you at, guys? I've actually skipped one, I think. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I'm good. Look at all these Pokemon. I didn't want to fight a Chewtle. I actually kind of do need to fight a Chewtle. I need some more claws, but I'm not into battling today. Mariano wasted a friend ball on, in Sword on a Noibat, you say. Well, you know, you can be a good friend with it now, though. Unknown Spike might approve. Okay, watch out, all you Dragon Boys. Climbing on up. So that's one of our 7 stakes we gotta find. It's raining tacos? On a Tuesday? Get up there. Alright, so first what I want to do is head off to where the green shrine is at, because I want to see what it says is behind it. I'd rather do that before being prepared to open it. Jump up, dude! Thanks, man! So at this point on your map, you'll find the green door. And if you want to see where that's at, stupid wrong button, Professor. I can't not do it. It's in this little... You see a little pathway leading towards it in this little alcove or a recession in the mountain. So here we have the ruinous vessel. We're looking to find 6 more of these stakes. Okay, so there's one around to the back left of this mountain, or the back, I should say north. Hey, wait, TM. Bulldoze, nifty. Hey, there's a Raichu here, that's neat. I should say northwest. Get out of my way, Bonsly. A cracked pot? What the heck does that do? Okay, you're almost what I need. No, you're not. Wait, are you? Hang on. Wait. No, you're fine. Okay, we've seen Lurantis, but I need to see Fomantis. That's the one we've got to find. Because in my off-screen experimenting, if you find the evolved Pokemon, it still doesn't show you the ingredient that they drop unless you defeat it. So if I knocked that out, that would have been fine. But, as I say, I'm not in the mindset right now to do any knocking out. We're just here doing our research. Looking for one of the stakes. And if I can find a Fomantis, that would be even better, too. You are not Fomantis. Okay. Why can't I open the map properly? What is my major malfunction? Okay, there's one over here. Set my destination. Lurantis and Fomantis are pretty cool looking. I like how it's got like almost a candy stripe pattern to its legs. And it was a pretty memorable moment when I was doing my Pokemon Ultra Sun playthrough. Oh no, Pokemon Moon. So that's where I made a main team to bring forward through the generations. First of all, skill swap, cool. There was a number of Pokemon, here's the stake, that many people would say, oh, I need to see the Pokedex description for such and such. Can you catch a Pokemon for me? And I'd be like, yeah, okay. So I caught, I think, Cutiefly, Drifloon, a couple other things, and I wasn't really intending to use them as main parts of the team. However, when we took on the, what is it, the Totem Lurantis, I kind of needed to use the Drifloon that was still on my team, and, well, just before the right before the trial, she had become, no, I'm getting all mixed up. My Drifloon had evolved into Drifblim, and she was very essential to completing the Lurantis Totem fight. And I was quite happy, and I said, you know what? You've just kind of made a decision for me. Even though I have all these electric weaknesses in my major overall collection, I'm still adding this Drifblim to my main team. And look, we got a Slack off here. Heracross. Why you gotta? Just in case. Take this doll real quick. I don't have the smoke ball attached. I'll look at a slacking later, I guess. I'm currently on the move to find a Fomantis. We got a Ukaberry? There's a Fomantis. Yes! Okay, that's all I need to see. Just in time for my timer to go off, too. Alright, I found everything I needed from my decks, at least for the ingredients. At least that I know of right now. At least for the time being. So let's go and get ourselves the remainder of the stakes before we finish off with some more schoolwork. Alright, let's see if I can find out where this stake has been marked. I think it's up in the snow, actually. When you land, and see if I can pinpoint its location at least somewhat. I think it's actually in this rocky place near the snow. So let's start off searching in that spot, and then try to narrow it down. I've taken, it's not even a screenshot, I've actually taken a picture of my screen, my Switch screen, and just dropped green dots on it for wherever the, wherever the stakes are at. Water Pulse. But I also have like an oversized map to show where the general location is, let's say. What's this? Missed it. Alright then. Didn't want it anyway. But if I need a more precise location, I do have my close-up, zoomed-in photo to find where these stakes are at. So this should be stake... Jump! Stake number... 6 total? Get up there. Oh, we got a gimme ghoul. Give me that. A coin! Yay! I know you're here somewhere. I can sense you. I can sense you like a sensu bean. But since you don't want to show up, let me zoom in on my other photos. One sec. Where is you, Christmas? I know I found you. Way back here? I think that was the last one I found. Well, not quite the last one. I'm wasting so much time for so many peoples. Where are you? Don't tell me I didn't get a shot of it. Oh, I got 1, 2, 3. I know where those are. 4. 5. You kidding me? How did I not? How could I not do this? This better not be another waste of everyone's time. I mean, mine also. Huh. You're around here somewhere. I know it. Guys, where's the stake at? Where is it at? It's gotta be here. I marked it in everything. That's where Spirit Bomb always shows up. Hey, bud. I'm gonna need some of your pieces later, by the way. Hello to Dark Lord 4878. Greetings to the channel. That sounds familiar. You've been binging the Let's Plays. You finished Blue, Sapphire, and now into Pearl. You're enjoying them? Well, I'm glad to hear that. If you're enjoying either my victories, there it is, or my failures, or both. Hopefully I'm at least making them entertaining enough for you. Alright, that's number 5. I'll snag that one. I knew it was close by. Okay, now we got a ways to go for the next one. I'm going to fly probably to speed things up here, because that took a little bit longer than I wanted to take. The next one is right around here. Let's go from here, quickest path. Let's get get the show on the road. Let's get things moving. I see some suggestions, I think, for Unknown Spike about the YouTube channel that they're planning. I will take a look at that as well as soon as I'm done this segment. Of course, for anyone who's watching this after the live stream, I do take pauses partway through the streams, hang out and chat for about 5 or 10 minutes between segments. I wonder if anyone's ever wondered why, if they've only watched the pre-recorded stuff, if, like, you know, in a blink of an eye, I'm suddenly from midday to middle of the night. That's because we sit and chat for a little while there, and just time just flies by. Alright, you are around here somewhere. Might be over here. Might be up there. But you're on one of these grassy ledges, if I recall correctly. You might be at the end of this one. Keep your eyes at the end of this ledge here, folks. This may be it. They usually have a lot farther draw distance, though. There it is. Watch out for all those mirrors and stuff. That's number 6. We got 2 more to grab. Yes, please. Alright, now... Actually, I think I got 3 more to grab. If I'm not mistaken. I'm going to show you where the one that I initially picked up is first, though. Let's go here. So I'm going to go... It's this tiny little tiny dot right here. And we're going to head to Medali. I'll show you where that initial one was at. This is taking like... It's taking like It's like a half hour to find all these things. I'm only streaming for an hour. What the heck? No, there's actually a reason I'm doing this stream right now. Because I like to do one, say, grinding / item session per day. And part of that grinding is finding the Terra shards to change my Pokemon's Terra type to what I want. Right now, I do want to definitely change my Quaquaval Skydive's Terra type to flying. Problem is, we don't have enough Terra shards. We've got 39. So, you might think, okay, that's not that far from 40. Why don't you just go tackle, 50. Why don't you tackle a bunch of flying raids today? I would love to do that. Guess what? I have no flying raids in my entire region right now, let alone a 3 or 4 star, which provides Terra shards. So, I'm out of luck for today. But as soon as midnight rolls over, I'm going to do the grinding between this episode, like this session and the next session. So, hopefully we'll find some flying Terra raids after midnight tonight. I thought that was a weird, dark Sawsbuck. I was like, is that a shiny? How? I mean, no, I shouldn't say how. Obviously, shinies can up here. So, fall down this little hole, and you'll land on this little section here. Now, there was a green stake here, but I've already pulled that out. So, this is where you'll find... This would be number... I guess this would be number 6. Because the next one I'm going to grab is not the Pokedex. Let's open the map dex. And this one is not even really that hidden. It's right around here. Look, you'll see how easy this one is to find. Because you could actually just bump into this by accident without having to, like, hunt for it. So let's move it, move it. It's right below us. You can see it right now. And a TM as well. A heat wave. Okay, that's stake number... I still think this is 6. I think I got 2 more to grab. Alrighty. I'm going to have all these shrines open up. I'm going to be too terrified to go after them. At least until I get more, Pokemon maybe, more injury potential. I might actually do some of these catches before end game. Because if I have, like, injuries available for... I'm going the wrong way. For Skydive. And I still have injuries available for our newest one. Armstrong. Are you shiny? Any shinies? Get out of my way then. Then I could easily go after some of these legendary species. I'm missing the chat here. Luciano's saying that you also got a Brother Blood figure. I'm assuming these are some Christmas presents that people have picked up. I don't know if you can see it behind me. My head's kind of blocking it, but I got a nice Garchomp figure. I did post on the Discord, but some people said they wanted to see it. And I'll show you that in just a second. Let me just grab this mysterious stake right here. And I believe there should only be one left to snag. So while it pulls out, let me grab the Garchomp. And this was all like a model kit without any glue required, any no tools. You just had to, like, clip it all together. It's got some pretty good articulation. You can move the arms, the legs move, you even got the tail. Let me see if I can show you that. Tail goes up and down. The fin has some movement to it. Even if we can get in close, the head tilts up and down, and you can open the mouth. So it's a pretty cool little figure, and I like it. Little model kit. I forgot what company. Wait, where's the box? Yeah, it's over here. I showed this as well. It is from Bandai. Right there. They have... my nephew got a Rowlet, actually. So they must have a few different styles of these guys. So I would assume maybe if you're interested, go to, say, Bandai.com and see what they got for figures. Or I should say, model kits. Okay, last one. Still no slack off for Dazzling Shell? What the... Okay, it's going to be right around here. I'm going to take a moment, though. I'll check my Pokedex, since I'm always hitting that button anyway. And I think it was 78 was the number for slack off. I'll show you on my screen where they're supposed to appear. Let's see. So, yeah, again, right down near the rocky area of west of Artisan. And I guess in the the upper levels of the area south of Messagoza, you might have some good luck finding one there. Once I get this last stake, I might go down there just on a whim to see if I can find any. Not to, like, show you up, but just to be like, hey, they do exist. Okay, my timer's about done, but I'm going to grab this last stake, and then we'll say that this time, this segment, is donezo. Whoa, hi Gyarados, how you doing, man? Nice to see ya. How's that heart attack working for you? Oh, for me, it's working great. Another Gyarados. What's this shiny thing on the water? A pretty feather. I'll take that for some cash, thank you. Those Delibird raids were amazing for cash and LP. I hope everyone who took part with us in the raids over the holiday weekend got some good stuff as well. I am eagerly anticipating, though, the time when I finally am able to do post-game stuff. I don't need to worry about knockouts for the playthrough. We can just do a whole bunch of high-level raids as a team, reap all those rewards. Hey, excuse me? Hydratini? I don't want to mess with you, buddy. I got one of you guys. Just waiting in the wings in the past. Currently in Pokemon Home, to be precise and specific. Alright, I think this is it. I believe this will be the final stake. I'll grab this item first. A nugget. Okay, ready? Almond's black steak. Let's pull it out. Yes. It crumbled and vanished. Oh, my keyboard's turned on. I heard a mysterious cry coming from the shrine. What I like, too, is that it actually points you towards the shrine. In case you don't know where to find it, you can just, like, center the map behind you and just go in a straight line to try to track down where that shrine is at if you don't know. That's pretty nice. Okay, with that, I need to go back to school, but I want to try one thing. Dazzling Shell in our live chat is having trouble finding normal-type Pokemon called Slackoth. So they're supposed to appear in trees. It says, in the Pokedex says they spend most of their time in trees. So I'm going to go see if I can find one, just to see if where the Pokedex says they're supposed to be, they are appearing. Now, it also does say, too, that they are very rare. So, even with, like, Dazzling Shell is using the meal power of Normal Encounter 2. Apparently, they're still not showing up. I feel like they're going to be in this grassy area. Now, it does say they appear on either side of this river. But I'm going to check the grassy spot first, because I think that's going to be where the most trees are going to appear. And I'll search this for about, say, 5 to 10 minutes. And we'll finish off with one more class in the school. And that'll be good for today. Okay, ram the tree, wait for Slackoth to fall. And I don't even know if they would fall. You might just have to look up and, you know, throw your Pokemon at them. But I'll still keep ramming, see if that happens. If they happen to fall, then sweet. If not, then not neat. Would it be a small tree or a big tree? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. I'm looking for little trees or bigger trees. It could be anywhere. How about this? Hold on, show us Slackoth. I'm Patchy Reese, I already saw one of you guys today. But I suppose I could have waited to come down here if I knew that they were here also. Get us a full heal just sitting around waiting for us. Oh, there's got to be one in this tree, right? Am I right? No. I'm not even using a meal power either, so this might just be a waste of time. But at least I'm trying. I'm putting in the effort to try to help a fellow Pokemon trainer. Gonna grab this and smack that tree. We got a Carbos. Yeah, I'm wondering if they would actually fall from the tree, because, like, from what I know, Sloth in general, like in real life, are pretty good at hanging on. Like, their grip is pretty strong, so they might not even drop. But we'll still follow the guidance that we were told by Professor Turo, that ramming a tree can make a Pokemon drop from it. This one looks like a possible candidate for a Slackoth home invasion. What the heck? You crazy bird! Get away from me! I could water pulse you into oblivion! It does, of course, as I think I said, claim that they're rarely seen. Stop running over other Pokemon. Miraidon, can you dodge these things? I can't see everything. I got the chat going. I got my timer. I got my broadcaster. I'm so distracted. Give me that. Pretty Feather. Give me that. Paralyze Heal. Give me this. I missed. There, I rammed it. Good. Come on, slack off. Hi, there's an Eevee. Is there slack off up in this tree? Let's take a careful look. I don't see it. But I see a bunch of stupid birds I just drove over. Urgh. Leave me be. Oh, I can't eat my berries. Does that mean you can't eat the berries that you're holding, or can you still use a berry in, like, battle, like as you know, as a used item? I don't know. That would be an interesting thing to experiment someday. Any slack off up here? I don't think so. We're gonna TM though. Another water pulse. That's our second one today. I like that. Come on, show me the sloth. Show me the sloth. I don't see one, but I see if we can ram it out. Could you actually hit the tree there, buddy? Come on. Thank you. Drop down. Ah. I think I didn't. Ah. This is such a waste of my time. But I'm the one choosing to do it, so I can't blame anybody. I do like going on these kind of like hunts, though. I find it fun. I don't know if it's entertaining, but I find it fun. I heard Seviper right behind me. So Vigoroth is here. That means we've got to find a slack off. What do you think? I'll try about. Let's go 10 more trees, and I'll head back to the school for one final class of the day. That's one. No, it does sometimes have a delayed reaction though when you ram a tree. That's why I'm giving it some extra time. I saw that light bit of light on the tree. I thought that was a slack off because lighter brown. Anyone out of there? Nope. Okay. Who enjoys this? Who really enjoys this content? Let me know in the chat below, or rather at the side. I can't say that because you can move the chat box anywhere you want it to go. Can't you? No sign here. Oh dear. I think that was our third tree. Let's check this one on the precipice once again. See if anything spawned. Number 4. Still no sign. These things are rare. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing one just because to add it to my Pokedex too. Number 5. Come on, guys. Now, I could be wrong. They could be over in those trees there, too. Let's try that. Our last 5 tree smacks will be over here. What do we think? There's nothing from that one. 4 more to go. There's other trees over that way as well. Slam, bam. No sign, man. We're almost done this overall failed attempt. I might try this off screen too, though, just using meal power just to see. Do they exist here? I don't know. Wonder if they actually might be up higher on the mountain too. Do we see anything up in here? I'm wondering if ramming the tree scares them away, maybe. I should search first and then smack it. I don't see it there. I don't think if I can't see one, I don't think it'll fall down just randomly if I hit the tree either. So let's try one last one. Out of my way, you goose. More like young goof. Did I ever destroy this thing? Get out of my way! Spit Leo. I am destroying everything. I have to buy Pokeballs. Don't let me forget when I get back to the class. Or the school, I gotta go back and get some Pokeballs. Why did I think that was the jump button? Darn you, Breath of the Wild. Okay, I need one more tree. And then I will retreat. There's a tree. Let Leo get! Get Leo out of my way. Alright, this is it. My last attempt at finding a slack off. I see nothing. I'm hovering. And we rammed it. Don't worry, I've got it. Good for you, sir. Alright. Dazzling Shell, you're on your own. I apologize. I like when my thumb hits 2 buttons at once and the game decides you're gonna hit the one you didn't want. Uh-oh! Sailor Pika's not here. Hold tight. Hold tight. Get out of here. Wait a minute. I should do this another way. I can't. Huh. Anyway, that should be okay. I hope. Alright, so let's go in and buy ourselves some Pokeballs and take our last level 6 class for not only just the day, but the full playthrough. Amber says, I thought you went past the shiny Litleo. You just realized it wasn't me. It was dark going past the shadow. That's right. If there was a shiny, I'm sure I wouldn't miss it. I probably still would, you know. Especially if it's one of the Pokemon that is very similar to its normal color. Like, I saw a picture someone put on, I think it was probably like Twitter or something, and it shows the meme of the man and woman like sleeping, and then she's like looking back at him, and she's like, I bet he's thinking of other girls. And you see him all troubled, and he's thinking, I've probably driven past 1,000 shinies and never realized it. It's probably true. Could be. Let's get... Oh, you saw all the different drinks here, too. That's cool. Let's get 10 Pokeballs, so we can get that Premier Ball as well. Try to keep my Pokeball stock up. Alright, let's head back to the class that we need to take. So that means the next stream, we'll take our final exam for one of these classes. And I've been waiting, because we're supposed to get some cool rewards for these. Looking forward to it. Alright. So, Home Ec is the final class, I believe, that's going to teach us more about cooking and sandwiches. And I want to know as much as I can. Yes, please, Mr. Saguaro, Mr. Sweet Tooth. Don't be tardy. Let's do it. We got Squirtles going on in the chat. Shelberts all around for everyone. Also, don't forget, anyone that may be new here, you can follow. Why can I never snap right? You can follow us on Discord. The link to Discord is pinned at the top of the chat if you want to follow that. Join us for some off-screen chitter-chatter, Pokemon trades, raid battles perhaps. Just join us over there. All right. Put away your phones. It's time to begin our last class together. Well, I need my timer out. Home economics is the study of life's necessities. But looking back on our time together, I realized that I focused almost entirely on food. Well, honestly, food is a big necessity. It was not too late to shift to a discussion of clothing, another accessory in our last class. As I'm sure you are aware, our academy has an air of freedom about it. We provide uniforms for each season to accommodate the diverse climate of Paldea. That reminds me, excuse me, I gotta switch to my winter stuff since we're in winter season now. However, students are free to wear whichever style they wish whenever they please. You should all have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms, one each for spring, summer, fall, and winter, when the academy accepted you. If by chance you were not aware of this, you may wish to peruse your wardrobe. Hit the left button. As long as you wear our school uniform, the rest of your ensemble need not be school issued. This includes your bag or your hat if you choose to wear one. You're even free to style your hair however you wish. I mean, look at me. They let me in. Mr. Salvatore's hairstyle, for example, would almost certainly have been against school rules when I was a boy. He's the one with, like, I think the Pokeball shape shaved into his head. I made fun of that once. That reminds me. But what? There's one more thing you all like to decorate, which, I must say, I find quite charming. Is he going to talk about ribbons too? are Rotom phones. Yeah, we can't do the other two. Perfectly correct. That's the adorable little thing I was speaking of. Oh, it interests me so. I must admit that I am fascinated by Rotom phones and how to customize them. What's that? How very intriguing. I can't... The button's not hitting. Stop falling asleep. So there's a shop called Delibird Presents where you can purchase cases for your Rotom phones. There's also a lady inside Messagoza that can give you Rotom phones based off of what other games you have saved on your Switch. Just saying. I thank you for that useful bit of information. I shall have to go myself first thing tomorrow to get an adorable case of my own liking. Forgive me, I seem to have gotten a little carried away with this small talk. And there's the bell. As this class known as Home Economics nears its end, I offer these final words to you who have been honing everyday life skills with me. My field of study is not so decisive as the likes of mathematics, for instance, where test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as you go on to cook for yourselves, take care of your Pokemon, decide what to wear in the morning when you wake up, I would be honored if what I have taught you serves to smoothen out and enrich your lives, even if only a little. This sentiment was imparted to me by Mr. Hassel and his particular outlook on such matters. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through to the end. Our time together has come to a close for today. Prepare to do your best on our final exam. I shall certainly try to do so. Alright, but with that, I think first I gotta do is see if there's anyone to talk to. I'm not gonna do it in this stream. I'm just curious. Curiosity killed the cat, I know, but cats have 9 lives. Nobody to talk to, that is fine. Last thing I'm gonna do is creep away. Let's switch over to my winter gear. Because it is, weather outside is frightful right now. So we're going to do that. I'll go with that. Just going to get changed in the middle of the lobby. That's cool. And we're going to save our game for today. And by doing so, I'm going to say thank you, folks, for watching today's episode of Pokemon Violet. The next episode I do tomorrow should be a multiplayer stream. If anybody wants to throw down some lab loot to join me, we'll do some raid battles. I realized, too, for certain events, I'm doing... Basically, if you join me for, like, the raids, there's no cost to that, but it's like... I don't know, I gotta figure out how to make this make sense, because it feels weird to be saying, you spend lab loot to join me, because it's really helpful to me. I want to make it so that anytime we have a multiplayer session, it's more about you folks who spend your lab loot to join in. I shouldn't lead the pack, you know? But we'll deal with that on the next stream anyway, the next live stream with multiplayer madness. But for now, thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed today's episode, of course, hit that like button down below. I didn't break my thumb this time. You can also subscribe to the channel and join as a member, and hit that bell button for notifications when the new videos are coming your way. And you can also check the link in the description, or during the outro, to check out the entire Pokemon Violet playlist thus far. But thus far today, we are done. Thank you folks again for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time.